Yo, what's going on? This is your man Ryan Righteous, the Independent Artist Spotlight. I'm sitting down with the couple of a decade, man. Generational talent is in the building. I got OG bruh Mike and I got his lovely wife Kay. They are in the building to talk to me about their testimony, the music scene that they're on, man, and how they complement each other as a couple. Who knew God could put together two people that are so fire in their craft? We're going to get all into it. This is your man Ryan Righteous, the Independent Artist Spotlight. Let's get into it. Family is in the building.
Yes.
What's up, Mike?
What's up?
What's going on, Kay?
How you doing?
Thank you guys so much. Listen, first of all, I want to give you your flowers and your thanks from me because you guys came through doing the Independent Artist Spotlight, doing the Trackstarz today, but you did the Occupied Temple song and video for me yesterday.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'm floored by you all's testimony, what God has done in your life. I had so many ways of how I wanted to start this interview. I was just like, man, let me first talk about how beautiful it was for God to marry two people together, like literally marry two people together who can complement each other in the gifts, the talent, and the ability, but also in the evangelism of ministry. I've heard your testimony, Mike. I've heard your testimony, Kay, and it was just like, it was God all day long. Right. Your testimony, bruh, from going to prison and having so many near-death experiences. Yours, Kay, from looking at the church and thinking, they don't want me here. They don't want me here. And then you guys become this phenomenal couple, raising a family, and then also putting out some bangers in the music industry. How did this come about?
He slid in my DMs.
Word! That's how it happened?
But no,
No, I did, but not for that reason.
Yeah.
It started with us working on a song together.
Mm-hmm.
I actually seen a video of her. I put some fire emojis under it. Okay. And at the time I was working on the song, I wanted a female artist on it. So I had seen this video around that time. So I just sent her a message like, hey, are you accepting features or whatever? And she said, yeah, send it. So I end up, I took my studio and I put it on my front porch. And I recorded the song, started recording the song on the front porch. You know, because I had the Connecticut eyeball, chaotica eyeball. So, you know, I could block out the sound from the outside noise. And, you know, I sent her a picture of my little studio set up on the porch and then sent her the song. So it took her a few weeks, you know, about close to a month, probably a little over a month to get back to me.
Just because you're doing Christian music don't mean it's good. So I was like, I'm going to listen to, because people have been sending me features and it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. And so I finally listened to it and I was like, oh, he's dope. Okay. And I got back with him. I was like, yeah, I'll do the feature.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that most young ladies say they ain't fooling with these Christian hip hop artists. Like, they not even giving them the time of day.
I've definitely had my fair share of people not being who they present themselves to be on social media. And that's not even just Christian hip-hop artists. That's pastors, a lot of different people who don't carry themselves as they should. But he was different, you know, when he first reached out to me, his name on my phone was Brother Mike. Mm-hmm. I was not looking at him.
Yeah, I wasn't even, so that statement is true. But also, I wasn't coming at her for that reason. It was simply just I wanted a feature on the song. Yeah. So it was just about that. So our relationship was built upon us working on this song together. But over the time of that, we started to build friendship and talking more. And
he would ask me like, "What you studying today?" Or he would really check me because he was like, "What you read today?" Or you know, what did you hear in your prayer time today? And I was like, "I ain't had my prayer time today." Okay, let me. You know, do what I need to be doing. Sure. Yeah. And so, and very transparently at that time, I was like in this weird space where I was seeing all my girlfriends get married and get engaged and all these things. And I was like, you know what? I've been waiting on God, but I'm finna get on these dating apps and see what this is about. And I even tried some Christian dating apps and things. And I can remember one conversation me and him had. He was like, why are you on dating apps? And he was like, why? What'd you say? Why would you date 50 people one time? Because I had brunch dates, coffee dates, lunch dates, dinner dates.
Oh, wow.
And the mindset at that time was listening to people on social media and different things where they say, oh, date them all and may the best person win. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And so he hit me with well, you could date one person 50 times. You just got to trust the Lord. And the reason why I listened to what he said was, it wasn't like he was trying to like shoot his shot, but I listened to what he said because 2 other people had just told me that like 3 weeks prior. And I was like, okay, this is the 3rd time I've heard this from somebody completely different.
Confirmation.
And I deleted all the dating apps. I really just started zeroing in on the gym and God, and then we ended up working on a song together.
Cause you gotta think about it like I said from initially, I wasn't coming at her like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a guy. She's a female, but I feel like everybody's not trying to holler at you. You know, I was genuinely just trying to connect with her, and then as we started to build a friendship, it was just about that. You know, I was
strictly music.
Yeah, it became music, the Bible, different things like that. But I still wasn't trying to slide in. You get what I'm saying?
And then we met to record the song. I saw him in person, and I said, "This is not Brother Mike no more." It was different meeting him in person, and
it was dope.
It was cool, but also this is the first conversation I had about Mike was to my dad.
Okay.
And I told my dad, me and my dad went out to eat, and I told my dad, I was like, I've been chopping it up with this guy, like we not even on that type tip, but he's different. I can tell he's different. And I was like, he values his relationship with God not for me, but it's his own relationship.
Yeah.
So he respected himself, his standards for his relationship with God. It wasn't something he did to impress me, and that was different. He also held me accountable. So it was different.
That's amazing. So how long before the nuptials came in?
It went very quickly.
We
started
September
dating.
9th?
Yeah, about
Officially
September,
in person.
Yeah, around that time, and then maybe by the end of November we were married.
What?
So we met September 9th. September, I was talking to him. It had probably been like a week.
Yeah.
He got back to Georgia. I got back to Texas because we were long distance.
Yeah.
And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I think I really like this guy. I had also told Mike because Mike was still in the like, oh, we cool, like you my homegirl, we best
Not
friends.
trying to friend zone you.
And I was like, listen, we fall asleep on FaceTime together. I don't do this with just my homeboys and my friends. Listen,
Amen.
I like you. It is what it is. I'm not finna be in another situationship.
Yeah.
He was like, okay,
Amen.
like I feel you. And I told him, I said, the next person I get with, you're gonna have to get my dad's approval because my picker has been off. So I need somebody who knows men, who has discernment, because my father's a believer, to be like, yeah or no. And so September the 16th, he ended up contacting my dad.
Okay.
And my dad randomly called me and was like, hey, how you and, Mike, how's he going? And I was like, why you randomly asking me about Mike? Did you get a word from the Lord or something? And he was like, no, I'm just asking. And so then Mike ended up calling me back after that and asking me, could he court me? And could he be in a relationship with me? And I was like, you got to get my dad's permission. And he was like, why you think your dad randomly called you today? And so my dad gave him my dad gave him his blessing, and then that was September 16th, and then you proposed November the 18th. Yeah. And we got married November 27th.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after the wedding, after the nuptials, how quickly did Mike have you in the booth?
Man, Mike
She was in the booth. She was in the booth before we got married.
Yeah, he was.
Because when we worked on that song together, we ended up dropping the song October 24th. It's called Sound Doctrine.
Sound Doctrine, okay.
So Sound Doctrine is also an album that we're gonna drop.
A co-album we're working on together.
We're working on an album together. It's gonna
we
drop
gonna get it this
November
year?
the 27th.
Oh,
That's
on the
our
anniversary.
Our
There
2-year anniversary.
There you go.
Yeah, we're dropping Sound Doctrine. So we picked that name because we feel like that song is what brought us together.
Absolutely.
Sound Doctrine. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But also, you got to remember, the first 6 months of our marriage, we were long distance. So
Really?
we
Yeah,
were
I was in
long
Georgia.
distance. We got married
I
November
was in Macon
27th.
still.
He didn't move to Texas
Yeah.
until June.
Wow.
So he would virtually be like, get your verse done. I'm waiting. I need to have it in my email. But that was I was glad when he got home.
Yeah, we got like so far to the date, maybe we probably got like 6 or 7 songs together already out.
Oh,
but
wow.
only maybe one of those are going on our actual album. That's the song Sound Doctrine.
And a lot of people say, oh, when you got married, you disappeared. Like, what happened? You became a wife and we stopped getting music. But I think transitions happen in life naturally. But also, what a lot of people don't understand, if I didn't get married, y'all wouldn't be getting any music from me. Because I was deep in a new milestone in my career that I had worked so hard to achieve. I was in being a mom, and then I got married and now I'm a wife, and I was like, I'm just gonna do music as it comes, but I'm not doing music anymore.
Gotcha.
And my husband was like, I married a rapper. Like, we met working on a song together.
Yeah.
And so the only reason that y'all are getting new music and new projects, which we'll get into, I guess, here shortly, dropping a new single, a new EP. We're working on a co-album together, simultaneously working on the album that I'm going to drop next year. Tons of features.
I'm working on a solo album.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
only because of my husband.
Yeah, coming in
He's
June.
the reason why y'all are getting music from me.
Oh
So
my goodness. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. and it's like you all are catching up on time that God obviously
Redeemed.
ordained for
Yeah,
you all, man.
redeemed
That's
the
an
time.
amazing.
He redeemed it.
Oh my gosh. And what about the music? Like when you hit her up for a feature, you already knew obviously she was cold.
Right.
Like
for
so
sure.
so
Honestly, like genuinely, I maybe seen like 2 videos.
okay.
Cause I had went through our text thread on Instagram. I went up and I realized I had put some fire emojis on a video from 2022, but that was it. Fire emojis. She didn't respond, and I just was genuinely just like appreciating the verse that she had put on. So it wasn't nothing like I was trying to get with her or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just put the fire emoji. That was it. So when I had reached out for the feature, I realized like this somebody that I had already put fire emojis on her video. So I had seen another video at this time. There was a second video, and then that's when I reached out like, hey, let's work on a song together.
Oh man, that's crazy. So when it comes to the music, you mentioned the EP, you mentioned the co-album. Where's the writing come from? Is it coming from like past testimonies? Is it coming from where you all are as a family and the struggles you see every day?
So-
Raising a family.
I would say it's a mixture. So I know my EP is a mix of things that I had been through before Mike. Some of his album was things before he met me. The co-album for sure is things. Because it's gonna be a 2-part album. So the first part is Sound Doctrine,
Right.
which will be primarily just like Bible stuff, building the body, those things, and then the second part is.
Oh, the second part of the album is we're gonna drop later on, months after. It's called Contagious.
Okay.
It's like a
love type.
rap album.
Oh, dope.
Because I
Cause
had
we still like romantic songs
Yeah.
too, and songs about your boo, but we want them to be edifying.
Got it,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
See, I dropped
absolutely.
the EP on our first anniversary last year, November
Okay.
27th. I dropped the EP dedicated to her called One Day Has Come. So it's gonna have that feel like it's like some love
He is
songs.
shortchanging himself. The reason the EP is called One Day Has Come is because almost 8 to 10 years ago, I wrote a song called One Day. And the song was talking about one day when I meet my husband and we get married. And so at the end of that song, I end up saying a bar, which I didn't even know nothing about him, a bar that said, if Jesus is the engineer of this train, we can be assured that we're on the right track.
Yes.
Meet him, his tagline is on the track like a train.
Yeah.
And then he ended up writing the EP, One Day Has Come,
Yeah, it's
as
full
a
song.
response to my single One Day. So
There's so much. There's so much that God is doing here. I
Yeah.
mean, I know y'all are getting it from all over the place. I see y'all doing interviews. I see you doing, songs. It's like
features,
everybody's asking you all, how are you all balancing the family life, the work life, the music ministry life? Like, you guys got so much going on. You're writing books. You're doing corporate America heavy. Like, how are you all balancing all of that?
Honestly, we
still
still
figuring
learning.
it out.
Yeah, we still learning how to balance it. We don't put all the eggs in one basket. We do this, do that. Like for instance, we try to do a lot of 2-in-1s.
Yeah.
Flying here to Atlanta from Dallas, we could be on the plane writing a verse.
Yeah.
For a feature.
Yeah.
That's 2-in-1. Just different stuff like that. We at home, we do what we need to do. While I'm at work, I have a job that allows me to have some
Flexibility.
downtime, so I could be writing a song. I get home, she sleep already. I go ahead and drop my verse. So it ain't a
'Cause I
lot
work
of
from
me.
home.
Yeah, it ain't
Okay.
a lot of us pulling away from each other to do things.
Yeah.
We kind of get it done so that we still can have time for each other. as
And
well.
I think also very transparently, we make sure we utilize the wise counsel in our lives.
Okay.
So we have marriage counselors, we have individual counselors. So Michael works with his individual counselors for the things he needs to, vice versa for me. And then we talk to our marriage counselors and our marriage pastors at our church to say like, hey, we're blending a family. We're newlyweds. Because we got married so quickly, we're still figuring out and learning each other while we're married.
Oh my God, yes.
Where most people do that while you're dating, we're already in a covenant. So it's like, I found this out about you that it works my nerves, but you're my husband now, so let's figure it out. And vice versa. I do a lot of stuff that get on his nerves, but he was like, listen. And one of the things that our marriage counselors have taught us to do is whenever we're in conflict with each other, where their schedules don't balance out or I feel overwhelmed, he feels overwhelmed, we just look at each other and be like, we're on the same team.
Yep, same team.
We are on the same team. And it helps tremendously that we do what works for our household. Mm-hmm. So I grew up very Southern, where it was like, the only thing your husband do is go to work and come home. You clean the house, you cook, you take care of the kids. I'm from Alabama. That's what I saw my whole life.
Yeah.
I get married to this man. He cleaned in the kitchen. I didn't cook for the first time until maybe we had been married 2 months? A month or so. And so I started dealing with this thing with roles, oh my goodness. But then I realized, hey, you do what works for your home. Yeah. And we figured it out about what works for us.
Because she had this idea of what she should do as a wife.
Right.
You know, cook, clean, do the laundry, all that. I do my own. I had to tell her I wash my own clothes.
Yeah.
You know, I wash the dishes. I take out the trash. I clean the kitchen. You know, and we help each other. But in her mind, she had already had it set with this my job. You know, so she struggled in the beginning with the whole trying to find her way, trying to find out what she's supposed to be doing.
Until you told me what he said. The only person you need to worry about conforming to the image of what they think a wife is your husband. And this is what a wife looks like to me. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that. So, and my husband he cleans the kitchen much better than I do anyway. But yeah, I think doing what works for you and finding balance and all of that is finding what works for you. Don't try to do what the next couple is doing. Don't try to do what you see. Definitely don't you do what you see on social media.
Absolutely.
But I think it's gonna be just like sanctification is a lifelong process. I think as we grow and we evolve and we mature with each other and individually, that's gonna keep growing as well. Which is this is what balance looks like in this season, and then in the next season it may look different. So balance right now is I cook during the week. He goes to work. He comes home. He makes sure the kitchen is clean. I get the kids to bed. He wake up. He gets the kids ready. We both help with the dog. In between, he gonna tell me I need 2 reels this week. I don't know where you gonna fit it in there, but I need it done and I need it here. Yeah. Wow. I need this verse recorded, and so that's what this season looks like. But next season it may be different.
Yeah, and right now we're in a season where you see us doing a lot of features.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we bulking it in right now, doing a lot of features because it's gonna come to a point where later this year we're not gonna be taking features. Because we're gonna be working on our own individual things. Okay. But we'll still have songs dropping throughout the year because we're featured on people's things and they release at different times. Right. So it may look like we're still active in that way, but we somewhere chilling.
So, Mike, y'all are moving like a label. Is there? Y'all are moving like a label. I mean, seriously.
People been saying that to me for years, but I felt like I've helped a lot of people and I've been like the executive producer of a lot of situations and people and albums and different things, but I always just seen it as me helping them. I never wanted to take the responsibility of it, being a label manager. I just said, if we cool, I don't mind helping you put together this, and because I actually like to see people have an idea, and see it manifested, fleshed out. I love when I see people record for the first time.
Yeah.
They want to put out an album and able to, record a song, put it out, and then it be worldwide. And just to see the look on their face that they got music on Apple Music now. And
I love that.
Different stuff like that. So I've been doing that for probably 20 years, man.
Call it a label would be under your brand.
Yeah. I rep the King Music.
Okay.
I rep the King Outreach Ministry.
Okay.
Obey God Music. That's the OG.
Yeah.
OG for Obey God.
I saw that.
Other than that, I'm dropping an album in June, late June, early July.
Okay.
Called Obey God.
Okay.
And then we're working on a collab project called Sound Doctrine. And outside of that, what am I doing? I got another little EP that's gonna drop in between.
Good gosh.
First of all, my husband, he would drop an EP every week if we were okay with it, and I'd be like, listen.
I just got a different viewpoint about everything, and because we're not signed or we're not, we can kind of do what we want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck in, because I've been doing this for 21 years. I've been gospel rapping alone for 21 years.
Yeah.
So my viewpoint about everything is different, and I'm not caught up in the likes, the comments, the views. You know, me and you could be cool, and you a big fan of my music. I will put out a project just for Ryan Righteous to listen to, you and your family.
Thank you, brother.
I wouldn't care about, oh man, it didn't get a lot of views and it didn't get a lot of this. Like I would still put it out.
That's what's up.
If I feel God led me to do that, I would.
That's what's up. Well, guys, I appreciate you all coming in, doing the spotlight, coming to do Trackstarz and sitting down with me. But then also the music video again, like that just touched my heart. You all blessed me so much. Tell everybody how they can find you guys on social media, how they can support what you guys have going on.
So for me, it's I'm K _ IMKAI, literally on everything. You can Google it, put it in on any platform. I have a single dropping in April. I have the EP dropping in May. April the 3rd. My single Queen Kong is dropping. So I'm super excited about that. I have the EP dropping Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, May 8th.
It's gonna be _ I'm K. Just kind of a reintroduction. And then I'm also on the Saints Never Die compilation album for Holy Culture.
That's
so
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's gonna be dropping at the end of May.
That's what's up.
For me, I'm OG Born Again on Instagram and Facebook. Them the main two. I got a TikTok too, OG Born Again.
Well, guys, thank you again. Thank you so much. Everybody staying tuned to the end of this interview. You got blessed. I know you did.
Yes.
OG, bruh, Mike, K, they're in the building. Independent Artist Spotlight, Ryan Righteous. Make sure you like, subscribe, and support everything they got going on. This is your man, Ryan Righteous, the Independent Artist Spotlight, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.